Hello everyone, I'm Woman International Master Knarik and I'm using the chesswithknarik.com website to record this video. In this video we're going to see an endgame where we have a rook versus a passed pawn, and that passed pawn is supported by the opponent's king. Now, usually how to defend against a passed pawn with a rook? Usually the best thing that we can do is have our rook behind the passed pawn, because having the rook behind the passed pawn, let's see what's going to happen. If I get my rook at the back, let's say to e8, black pawn is pushing, and I have my rook behind the passed pawn. What this will mean is that every time the black pawn wants to go forward, I will be able to get my king closer, and the black pawn will not be able to move forward again unless black wastes time with the king. Now this will give me time to move closer with my king, and then the black pawn is going to be pushed. I'm going to get closer with my pawn, with my king, and then again black cannot promote without the help of the black king. So every time the black pawn has to move, black has to waste a move with the king. That's why having the rook behind the passed pawn is usually a very good idea. But in this case, we had to lose a lot of time to do that, and our king was too far. So here we did not make it to stop the black pawn, because now whenever the black pawn promotes, we will just have to give up our rook for it, and this game is going to end in a draw. So going back, so yes, it's true that having our rook at the back of a passed pawn is the most important thing, is the best way to defend against the passed pawn, but here we're wasting too much time and our king is too far. It's not working. But at the same time, I need to attack this pawn with my rook and my king in order to capture it and win it. So what can I do? Maybe I can, since taking my rook to the back is wasting time, maybe I can just leave my rook where it is and just get my king closer as fast as possible. And let's say black is pushing and I'm getting closer. Black is getting also going forward and I'm pushing. I got closer, and here black is able to push, and whenever we get closer, black is gaining time attacking our rook, and on the next turn again black is going to be able to promote and we will have to give up our rook for it. This game is going to be draw again. So going back, just moving the king also is not okay. We have to place the rook on another square that is going to be good for us. Now, okay, so behind the passed pawn was the best place, but it's just not working now because we don't have enough time. So the second best place that we can place our rook, it is in front of the passed pawn. It is on the promotion square of the passed pawn. So here we should place our rook to c1, on c1. But let's see what happens if we do it right away. If I place my rook on c1, black is pushing the pawn again. And this is again helping me because again the black pawn cannot be pushed on its own. The black king should waste a move to help it. And here already it's going to be a bit late for us, because whether the king moves or the black pawn moves, we won't be able again to make it to capture that pawn. Our king was just one move behind. We're just one move behind. If our king was just on b3, we would be able here to capture the black pawn and it was going to be fine for us. So what to do? We said we can't go in the best place, which is behind the passed pawn with our rook. The second place is the promotion square. But even if I'm going to the promotion square right now, I'm being just one move behind from capturing that pawn and stopping it. So what can I do? Maybe we can move to the promotion square, but by gaining time. How can I move to the promotion square by gaining time? I can do a check first, and here the black king is either going to move, let's say, to e3, and then I am moving to the promotion square and black is wasting time going back. It's like if we go to the original position, this was the original position, it's like I moved to c1 and it's my turn. That is the one move that we needed. But how did we achieve that? We did a check and we moved to c1 by attacking the pawn, and we forced the black king to move back. So we reached the same position, it's our turn, and we could move the king closer as well. It's like we did two moves in the same position. Now going back, what if we do a check and the black king maybe moves to c3? Here we can check the black king again, And again, the black king is going to go back to where it was, and we have that one move that's going to be enough to attack the black pawn and stop it here. Black is pushing the pawn, we're getting closer. Black is pushing the pawn, we're getting closer. Again, black cannot push the pawn because our rook is on the promotion square, has to waste time with the king, and we already are attacking this pawn twice, which means that pushing the pawn is the only move here. And again, we're attacking the black pawn twice. There is nothing that black can do to stop us from capturing that pawn on our next turn. Now going back, what if black plays slightly different? Let's say, what if we check? Okay, the black king moved to c3, and then we check again, but the black king moves to b4. So what is black doing? Basically, the black king is trying to stop our king from moving to the b file and stopping the pawn. But in this case, fine, we don't have to move to the b file. Instead, we can go with our king from the d file. It's just going to be the same thing. It doesn't really matter. So here, we're going to play king to b7. When the black pawn pushes, we play king to c6. And again, when black pawn pushes, we can play king to d5. And we can just come from the d file. Here, the black pawn doesn't push. Black has to waste time with the king. And we can attack the white pawn twice, which means black needs to push the pawn, and we're attacking the black pawn twice one more time. No matter what black plays next, we're going to be able to capture this pawn, and of course with an extra rook we can win this game. Now going to the initial position, how can we summarize this endgame? We can say that our rook must be either behind the passed pawn. That's the best place for the rook to be if we want to stop a passed pawn. But if we notice that going behind the passed pawn is taking a lot of time and we will not make it before the black pawn promotes, we don't want to draw, we can try to do the second best option to make the second best move with our rook, which is moving to the promotion square. But even moving to the promotion square, if it is not enough for us to win, then we can move to the promotion square by gaining time and doing a check and moving to the promotion square by attacking the black pawn, which is going to give us enough time to be able to get close with our king and capture that pawn.